Hello, and we are back for another RiftGuides WildRift video. It's your favorite rank 1 washed up grandpa on the microphone, and here we are with a Riven gameplay. Abnormal win rates, early season, craziness, unbalanced champions, and luckily not a reworked Riven where she gets her ult reset is on your screen right now. So what will happen in this game? After watching this game, you will understand how to pilot Riven in the jungle, how to properly do the combos, and most importantly, snowball games with absolute ease, trying to even be consistent during the early stages of the game. So what did we see so far? A typical jungle clear start, also kiting the camps towards the next camp, and utilizing the camp's position to then use a Scryer's Bloom to pop into the enemy jungle, giving you and your team information about what is going on. Because on the minimap you see that the blue buff is already being taken away, meaning that she now knows where the enemy jungle was and will go towards too. Looking for a potential play in the mid lane here. The enemy mid lane is relatively low. This will be another flash angle if the enemy makes a mistake. Ward was spotted behind her, so they know that the enemy will be aware of this play. Spots the enemy Amumu, the angry toilet paper here. 1 XP of level 4 on a mission, looking for potential plays. Flash is happening left and right. The Lux somehow dies. I don't even know how. That's not possible against Vex, but it does happen. Trying to do something early here, trying to utilize her early strength against Amumu, especially with the path she has learned of, but sadly, wasn't possible. Amumu's jungle clear is just way too fast compared to Riven's, and sadly, Lux was not having it today. But we have a solo bowler on the top lane. The level 5 spike for the Renekton, too powerful compared to the Volibear here. He was only level 4. But Riven will now easily pick up another kill here, right? Yep, this will be an easy... Oh wait, the Renekton might escape with... Oh my god, look at the damage of the Renekton. That guy is dealing way too much damage. This was so close and nicely played by the Renekton. Good to mention that the Riven didn't mess up the wave of her teammate, because otherwise this could have been very rough. Also goes for a very big power spike in the early stages of the game with a Sheen item. Has Gluttonous Grease and Sheen, meaning that every single time she casts a spell for every 1.5 seconds, she'll get another 100% base AD on the spell. Flashes over the wall, very aggressive play here. Enemy Lulu still has ultimate, and sadly this play fails. But now, are they going for another dive play, or are they going to invade? They go on to the timer here. Enemy bot lane is on a reset, comes back with Home Guard, but the Amumu is on Vision. This will be a close one, gets the buff, turns around with the ultimate, one-shots the Amumu. We love Riven. Look at the aggression, utilizing the spawn timer on the minimap, and just instantly going there and literally destroying that poor toilet paper. And for some reason our Lux died again in mid lane. She goes for a Prophet's Pendant Rush, not even for the Boots of Mana. I guess the Infinity Orb addiction is going crazy nowadays. Look how nicely they kite the camp towards the next camp, utilizing the jump mechanic. Looks pretty cool. And in case you didn't know, you can use your third Q and your third ability as an auto attack reset. Well, not an auto attack reset, as an animation cancel for your ult. Also, every single spell of yours, like every single thirst ability, is an auto attack reset. And if you happen to dash into a wall, to just make the dash go faster, you also can utilize this as an auto attack reset. Because otherwise, the space you have to close will basically be similar to the time you need to input your next auto attack. Making sure to get these camps on cooldowns. Also so fast already. Looking for potential play, the Vex will certainly die at least soon, right? This Lux is taking so much damage. And don't worry, I will also do a Master Yi video. I don't know which one will come first, this one or the Master Yi video. But yeah, we'll see. The Youngster is now attached to the beautiful Riven, whereas the Misfortune is left to fare on her lonesome. Vex is already dealing more damage to Lux in the mid lane. We have a big fight happening soon in the top lane. Renekton and Volibear are brawling it out, and we will soon see a play up there. The indecisiveness is going in really hard. Like, what is happening? The Renekton just has to run away, whereas the Volibear just has to be chill. The Amumu is taking the dragon. Going for the scaling approach, not really a fan of the dragon stacking attempt here, because this Riven will now pick up the Herald, and this Renekton will fall instantly, and now they don't even have to pop the Herald top lane, they can just utilize it mid lane for more platings and then return to top lane for even more money. Herald being popped here, Vex is being targeted, exhaust being popped by the Yuumi, and the Vex just instantly dies. A few hits to the tower, so the Herald actually kills the tower, and we have a bazillion gold. You see, this Herald just got them a free tower, as well as just killing them as well. And the Misfortune didn't even die on the bottom side of the map, which is the sign of a better AD carry than what you usually get in your games. Normal AD carry would walk up and simply die on repeat. However, she didn't walk up again, but now the Twitch is making a very good play by walking close in stealth to try and punish the Misfortune, who wanted to just catch some farm. Very good awareness by the Twitch to try and utilize or abuse this little thing. But Misfortune flashed fast enough. Now the Volibear is at the scene. Volibear ulting into the tower, denying the tower's ability to attack. Renekton now on the run, will probably turn here. And it's just a matter of time until this Renekton falls. He finally does. And there's so much gold into the pocket of the Riven. She has a fully completed Trinity Force in base. She is filthy rich. And now goes for a Bloodthirster. What an absolute madness build of high AD, high damage, and crit shenanigans. And if you're not familiar with the channel, check it out in the description below. It's the WildRift China server. Also providing us with amazing replays, so please give this channel like a little visit and make sure to subscribe to them. And as per usual, a jungle, side lane, always they're kind of a home place. Oh, little mistake with the blast cone here. And somehow the Lux died again. Whereas Mr. Twitches is trying to have his fun with the Lulu, and the Volibear is not having a good time with the Renekton, and the entire enemy team is now rotating up here, and it's a tie, it's a race against time. Twitch now overextended here, left alone, Riven flashes into his head, and just kills the Renekton as well, but now the Amumu's here, the Angry Toilet Pepper, everything connects with Riven, and Riven will certainly fall. Nah, there's just no way. The entire enemy team, oh, the Misfortune cleanup patrol. Feels Batman for the enemy team, and the cat is also still alive. The Lux and the Volibear do not appear to have a very good time on the Riven's team. And the Riven's doing everything she can to put them on her back. Volibear just froze the blue buff for zero reason. Now the Youngster is back on track with the Riven, hunting down the Renekton. On the hunt, there's no tower up here. The Angry Toilet Pepper is popping the ultimate. Big damage coming in already. The ult being used. Critting for 519. You are gone. Lux Laser coming in. Gathering themselves a little assist. Yoink. From what I've seen, I think the Yuumi has Mandate. Oh, Vex, you have fear, so it should be... Oh, nice sidestep by the Riven to avoid the certain fear. And this Vex will just be hunted down. Goodbye, good sir. Another crit. It's just so much damage. It feels so... Like, crit can be such a satisfying, but also such a dissatisfying mechanic. Whenever you crit, you feel like you're invincible, but if you happen to not crit for multiple attacks in a row, you feel so absolutely useless. And, by the way... have you seen more Rivens recently, or did you just see the Master Yi shenanigans going crazy? Because everybody wants to play Master Yi now, and they absolutely run it down as per usual, because that's what happens. Master Yi still has the same, like, similar issues, but he's better than he was before when he was already good. Like in the games you picked him into. But yeah, this craziness of a new item, I must build it, is so annoying. Like, you have Lux going with Infinity or Barrage, not even going for Boots of Mana early, and like, why are we doing this? What's the purpose of rushing an item that doesn't really do anything for us compared to other items? Why not just go for Luden's Echo, which is 110 plus 10%, which helps you with the wave clear and poke in general? Why go for an item that doesn't provide you with any of these stats? Renekton on the escape here, Riven running him down, Yuumi on the back, exhaust being popped, Vex hits the ultimate, waits to go in, doesn't actually go in at all, flashes over, kills the Renekton, crits the Vex into the face, and instantly one-pops that poor depressed little Yordle. Look at the Solari Charge Blade Bloodthirster Trinity Force Riven. That is some grade A cooking. Twitch with the Lulu on the run to the bottom side of the map. Riven transitioning now, looking for them. Needs to be mindful though, if they mess up, they can potentially die. They don't have Yuumi ultimate and they don't have Flash. And if the enemy bot lane has Summoner Spell, things could get really difficult. Twitch pops the ult relatively early, deals a reasonable amount of damage. Considering how many times he hit the Riven though, that wasn't really that much, especially when he has a Lulu next to him. But yeah, it's a Twitch at 11 minutes into the game. If he doesn't have 20 kills, he'll basically just tickle you. Riven so close to level 13, she just gave away that the Twitch is here. Ultimate popped in the fog of war. Nice flash by the Twitch, instantly reacting. Riven has to wait for another set of cooldowns. Twitch is trying to kite, tries to get away, but gets instantly killed by being touched once. And the same applies to the Lulu. And the Riven just walks off into the sunset while the Yuumi is emoting. Yeah, just try out playing getting crit, bro. Nice try. Now picking up the QSS and going for the Infinity Edge, the real big one-pop build. Kinda confused to not see a Youmuu's Ghostblade Riven, because it used to be such a meta-defining thing with Youmuu's Ghostblade. Trinity Force almost being as expensive now as Youmuu's. It's not that much of a difference anymore, considering the Youmuu's price change. And having a champion that reliably procs Spellblade this good is also something to keep in mind. A Moonbeam being spotted in. The Twitch is face checking for whatever reason. He just threw away the game. The Vex goes in but doesn't get enough. Gets one kill though. The Amumu's on the run. Gets slowed down. Gets killed. Vex flashes away. Tries to play for time but doesn't have any chance. Gets crit for 763 plus 109 or something. That was half her HP just taken away, and now we have a free Baron Nashor angle. But for some reason, the Lux is outside of her tower trying to defend against the Renekton when she could have just stood under her tower and cleared a wave. That's a very suspicious gamer moment. I think this Lux might be autofilled, but I'd be a hater to say that. Classic support jungle behavior, just clearing this lovely buff. Going in for a recall, now having the completed Infinity Edge in the inventory, and now goes for a Mortal Reminder as it seems. 362 AD, 75% crit rate, and if you crit, you are going to hurt. You see this kind of damage? That is messed up if you ask me. Riven now on the side lane project, making sure to take down these waves. So she doesn't have a very bad wave state in the side lane, now looking for an enemy champion while pillaging the enemy jungle. Very, very important, you have to do this. It's just such a waste to not do this, because you're taking away enemy resources while also waiting for more information on the minimap, because you do not want to overextend so far without proper information, because you see the Volibear is being completely collapsed on, and the Riven is looking for potential play, now grouping up with the Misfortune here, running down the mid lane. The Amumu is here, gets instantly one-tapped, doesn't even have to use the QSS, and the entirety of the enemy team. What is Lux doing? Why did she just instantly recall to clear the wave on... I do not understand what the Lux is doing. We'll just not bother with her anymore. All she has to do is not walk up, yet walks up close range to Renekton. I don't know what's wrong with her. I truly don't know. Yeah, Renekton, you certainly get to survive. I honestly don't know what this Lux is doing. It doesn't make any sense, but I respect it. Mortal Reminder close to being picked up here. Having 100% crit is such a game changer, because then this unsatisfying feeling of not critting is finally gone and you can only crit. And being able to only crit is such a good feeling. Just being able to just one-tap people, you'll be absolutely amazed. Look at the damage she's doing with the bonus attack speed from Solar Charge Blade as well as Trinity Force. Just running at them, dealing so much damage. Needs to be careful though, they need these side waves to be in position. They have one side wave in a very good spot for them. Yuumi gets feared here, very dangerous for the Yuumi to just instantly die because she can't attach for 5 seconds, but somebody needs to clear the side waves. Misfortune is playing it right, just playing it slow, pushing and then walking back. However, nobody was dealing with side waves. And it would be so much more beneficial to, as a group, deal with the top lane inhibitor while trapping for the enemy like the Riven is doing. Sadly, nobody's walking up so far. And once they get that one fateful kill, the entire game completely gets thrown over. Like, right now we're at the point where one ace into either direction immediately ends the game. And the same would apply even if no Nexus Tower was taken away. This next Nasher fight will decide everything, and the enemy is playing it very much reserved to not face check right now. They already died earlier to a face check, if you remember the Twitch. But now the Riven is relaxing here, looking for a potential victim to come around the corner, and the enemy cannot really go into the jungle, which is a massive downside for them. They need to be really relaxed here, gets the freeze onto the Volibear. And we just go for another trap. Look at the nice little trap up here. If somebody walks close, pre-stacking the first ability just in case the enemy Twitch opens up on the Volibear. They're really hoping that this happens, but it just doesn't happen. They're not getting baited. Would have been such a nice bait for the Twitch to open up onto the Volibear, and then the Riven just jumps onto him with a flash and instantly one-taps him. Look at this Baron melting though. The enemy can't really enter, as I've mentioned earlier. It's too difficult. They have to just play it so slowly. And Mumu nearly gets here in time though, because the Volibear didn't want to play distraction. Seeing the enemy team being split again, having Baron Nashor buff available, now going for multiple lanes. Volibear needs to be careful not to be opened up by the Twitch. Because if you look at the map, if the Volibear gets opened up by the Twitch without anyone being around, like, the Lux is not going to do anything, and the Riven does the only right play by just pushing. There's no point of doing the group thing. Because in fact, the enemy, the allied team was griefing here, and the best thing he could take away was pushing here. Oh, nice fear by the Vex, denying the instant death. The QSS was sadly a little bit too late. Otherwise, you could have properly one-shot the Vex. But he one-shots the Renekton, excuse me? That's a bruiser. Oh no, the Vex fear catches him again. But the Twitch here, look at the poor Twitch. Bandit shots coming in. Twitch trying to round down, turns around, one. Huh? Excuse me? Did somebody just see what happened to the Twitch? I think he got one shot. I think there was a little bit of damage involved. 80 carry, by the way. Feels bad, man. Yeah, and that actually marks the end of this game. Because, well, you just got one-tapped by the Riven. Yeah, because why not? This makes a lot of sense. I think we have a damage problem. And yeah, with that, we're at the end of this video. VC Crit Riven is absolutely insane, and if you enjoyed the video, leave a like, subscribe to the channel, and come back for more RiftGuides content. See ya.